Hi, my name is Tami Coyne, and my subject today is redefining success one failure at a time. Tips and tricks from a spiritual seeker, Express Edition. I'm a spiritual coach and counselor with over 20 years of experience working with clients to help them first identify and then overcome their blocks to success. And what I've learned over the course of these years is that everyone's path to success is different because everyone's life experiences are different. And I've also learned that identifying, accepting, and learning from one's failures is a major part of the process. Every day I get emails from what I like to call the success industry, promising me success if I just follow their 5-step plan or sign up for their 10-week course or buy their latest groundbreaking book on the subject. I'm not putting anybody down here. I've learned a thing or two from these success gurus. But I think there's a different way to approach both failure and success. And that's what I'd like to talk about today. If you asked me 20 years ago to define success, I would have said money and prestige. I'm not really wired that way, but that would have been my answer due to years of conditioning from elementary school onward. The old school paradigm I'm talking about goes like this. Work hard, go to the right schools and do everything perfectly, plus lean in, get the right jobs and do everything perfectly, equals success, or money and prestige. And I tried that, and so have many of my clients. I'm pretty sure you've tried it too, and it doesn't always work. Stuff happens. You find out that you aren't going to get that A in algebra trig. In fact, you might have to live within a C. You don't get into your dream school. You might not get into any of your dream schools. You might not get that plum job on Wall Street. You might have to take time off to care for a sick parent, or because you want to raise a family, or because you just can't take it anymore. And when you just can't take it anymore, you're ready for a new paradigm, and maybe even a new formula. This new formula asks us to get off the ladder of success and to get in touch with our hearts and souls. Some experts have tried to reimagine the ladder as a jungle gym or a rock wall, but any way you slice it, it's still an upward climb with the elusive goal of success at the very top. And once you reach the top, you have to make sure you stay there, and you have to be very aware of who is coming up behind you. It's not comfortable on the ladder, or the jungle gym, or the rock wall. You have to hold on tightly when using any of these metaphors, and there's always the chance that you will fall. Let's be frank. The old paradigm for success for both women and men is daunting, even for the most accomplished climbers. Once you get off it, it can be very hard to get back on. Let's take a look at a new paradigm. At first glance, for many of us, this new formula, self-knowledge plus self-acceptance equals self-love, looks woo-woo and frankly ridiculous. But let's dig a little deeper and suspend our disbelief and talk about self-knowledge. Most of us have been so programmed to become successful moneymakers and providers and consumers that we've stopped thinking about and experiencing who we are on a deeper level. Let go of any doubts you may have and close your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Drop your attention from your head down to your heart. From your head down to the top of your chest where your heart is. It's not difficult. Now take another deep breath. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to feel the answer that comes from your heart, not your head. If your head interferes, it's okay. Just ask it to redirect its attention to your heart. If you want to get a pen and paper and jot down your answers to these questions, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. You can always come back to this and try this exercise later. Question number 1. When were you happiest? Why? When were you happiest? Why? Second question, what subjects are you most passionate about? What subjects are you most passionate about? Third question, if you had plenty of money and all the support you needed, what life dream would you pursue? If you had plenty of money and all the support you needed, what life dream would you pursue? Okay, open your eyes and take another deep breath. Was your heart able to communicate with you? Did you feel any answers coming to you from this different place? Did any of these answers surprise you? If you felt blocked to getting answers to these questions, don't worry. Your heart and soul may be a little shy, or your head may not be able to let it go just yet. It's okay. Take a few minutes every day to drop your awareness out of your head and into your heart, and eventually you will receive new information. It's almost magical, really. The key takeaway about self-knowledge is that all information does not come from the head. Success is not just about keeping your head happy and following the rules other heads have made for us. Asking our hearts and souls what they want helps us move into this new paradigm of joy, balance, and self-love. The next step after self-knowledge is self-acceptance. And this is more of a journey than a step, but even small efforts in this direction can lead to very big awakenings. Self-acceptance comes from accepting your successes and your failures. Successes are great, but failures are even more powerful teachers. I've learned that failures indicate something you're not ready for, like 6th grade math when you're in 1st grade. Something you're not intended for, like becoming a professional baseball player when you may really be meant for basketball. Or both. You try out for the baseball team a year earlier than everyone else due to your strong desire, and you don't make the team. 2 years later, you're the captain of the basketball team. Okay, let's close our eyes again and take a deep breath and drop our attention from our heads to our hearts once again. Take another deep breath and ask your heart to reveal what it believes is your greatest failure. Ask your heart to reveal what it believes is your greatest failure. Don't think about it. Just let your heart reveal this information to you. What emotions do you feel when you think about this failure? If these feelings are difficult, can you embrace them like you would a small child or your pet? Which category does the failure fall into? Something you're not ready for, something you're not intended for, or both? If it's not obvious, don't worry. The answer will come to you. Can you begin to see that your life story is more than a string of failures and successes? Every failure has a story behind it, and it's usually very illuminating. By embracing our failures, we gain information about what really has heart and meaning for us, and that helps us move towards self-love. Self-love is the holy grail of our quest, And even a very small amount of self-love has enormous healing power. When we know more about who we are from our heart's and soul's point of view, and we accept that our failures are gifts we haven't opened yet, we gain access to a part of ourselves we never knew existed before. The part of us that is whole and happy, yes, even when it's sad and struggling, and knows what it wants to do. And just to be clear, this part of us doesn't have any desire to be on any ladder or jungle gym or rock wall. This part of us is who we really are. This deep part of us is connected to all that is and leads with love effortlessly. And when we lead with love, we make connections easily and effortlessly with others who can help us achieve our heart's desires. And this part of us is thrilled to help others achieve their heart's desires too. And just to be clear, this part of us knows how to make money too. Hallelujah. Let's review our new paradigm formula. Self-knowledge plus self-acceptance equals self-love. When we shift our attention from our heads to our hearts and souls, it's amazing what can happen. Over time, we realize that we are not destined to be sad little money makers. We are living souls whose every experience is sacred, successes and failures alike. Our lives become rich with meaning and connection. Get off the ladder of success and jump into your life. Your soul is speaking. Are you listening? I hope you've enjoyed this express webinar on redefining success one failure at a time, tips and tricks from a spiritual seeker. I have created a longer, more comprehensive webinar on this topic that you will be able to access shortly on my website. For more information on me and my work, please check out my website at tamicoyne.com. Feel free to contact me for a free 20-minute consultation. I'd love to hear from you.